Second half of action back underway. Normal West with the basketball, moving left to right. Down by 8 to the Railers, 32-24. Along with Tom Larey and Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you here on a Saturday night. Railers looking to move to 6-0 on the season. Bull goes baseline by Brant Coyne. The reverse layup is up and good. And a very quick start for the Wildcats draws them closer here as we start the half.
Brant gets beat on a baseline that time, and we talk about it, coaches talk about it. If you put your foot on a baseline, nobody will beat you on a baseline. So, but in any case, he gets beat, we foul him, and he goes looking for a three-pointer.
Free throw up and good. It's now 32-27.
Not a great way to start the quarter. Coach Al with the familiar crossed leg, grab the knee pose, which is I'm unhappy about my defense pose.
Smith goes high post to Brant Coyne. In the corner to Nelson. Nelson leading the way with 19, and a hold is going to be whistled on McGinnis. And we saw him doing that most of the first half. You wonder now if something's going to come out, and quickly, Coach Brian Couples calls a timeout. So Nelson will inbound out to Nathaniel Smith. Gesner on the dribble, hands to Coyne. Coyne curls, tries to spin at the free throw line, hands off to Nelson, top of the key, raises up, left it short, but Nathaniel's there with the box out and the putback, and it's good.
Yeah, Smitty at the right place at the right time. Ball falls short on a Nelson three-pointer, and he's right at the right place and grabs the ball, puts it in, and then forces a turnover as the Railers get the ball right back.
Only the third turnover by West. They've done a nice job against the Railers. Have put some good pressure on him tonight. That was just Stewart, I think, thought he was cutting one way, he was cutting the other.
34-27. Down low to Nathaniel, goes up against Stewart, off the glass, count it.
It could have been 3 that time, but...
and an excellent feed from Gesner. You know, way out there, great pass. You know, we don't do a good job of passing it into the post, and that was an excellent pass.
Gesner is really starting to play much more comfortably.
Stewart raises up. Jordan's got to look ahead. Instead, Jordan is grabbed before he can find Austin Kirby on the breakout.
Maybe that's their strategy. Hack a Nelson.
I said hopefully because he's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, and we've seen Nathaniel post a few times this year. Josh, you know as a guard, you got to reward your big guys when they're working hard in their post. And you got to give them a basketball. Plus, most of the time you get it in there, you'll get it right back for a good look.
Nelson working against McGinnis. Picked up his dribble on the right wing now is Nathaniel Smith. Back on top to Kirby, 6:20 to go. Third quarter, Nelson cuts across, top of the key. Now to Coyne, down low, nice cut inside, layup good for Nathaniel. 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game.
So nice to have a 5-man that can dribble the ball and pass, and that's exactly what Brant did. Put it right on the deck and got a backdoor to Smitty. Perfect layup.
Sure is. The Raiders run the motion offense to perfection on that sequence.
Stewart back on top to McGinnis. Thought about the three, he's going to drive in, had it knocked away from behind. Nice quick hands by Jordan Nelson. And you know, that's the thing. We think about Jordan being a scorer and a shooter, but as his years have gone on, he's become a much better defender and has very quick hands.
Yeah, he's gotten quicker, and that's gotten stronger too. To be a good defender, you got to be strong. And he, you know, of course, with age, he's getting the bigger pipes.
Oh, so that's what's happened to me, huh? These are pipes. I thought it was just, well, never.
Yeah, but your pipes come out of a pot-bellied stove.
Yeah.
Some men have a six-pack, I carry a whole keg.
Foul inside on the Railers. That foul is going to go against Jordan Gesner, his second. Railers up by 11, 38-27. McGinnis to inbound. Tries to get it inside, but it's knocked away by the defense. Gesner comes out of there with it, ahead quickly to Nathaniel Smith. Nathaniel working against Bull. Cut, Jordan. And Gesner is going to get whistled for the foul.
Well, he hasn't indicated who he's calling the foul on.
Yeah, they get it on Gesner. If you're going to go through a screen, go through the screen.
He did it.
Both hands on the chest.
That wasn't a cheap one either.
No. 2 hands on the chest, drop him on his back.
West into the contest new as Montreal Jones.
Traveled, missed that.
Nice quick hands by Nelson as he tips it over to West coach Brian.
The Wildcats get really small now. Stewart, being their tallest player at 6'4", is going to guard Coyne. Now, who's going to guard Smitty? It looks like 40. We'll take Smitty and still Nelson guarded by the sophomore.
Yeah, Bull at 6'2" is going to have Smitty, so Smitty will have some size. Brant needs to make Stewart really work on defense.
Nice catch by Brandon, even better catch by Nathaniel down on the blocks, who turns and lays it up and in.
Yep, Nathaniel's got 2 inches on him and yards of savvy, so he ought to be able to get some good looks.
Stewart thought he had an open lane to the basket, but Brant Coyne from the backside knocks it away, blocks it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Wildcats. The Railers have stretched the lead out now to 13 at 40-27.
Real danger zone for the next 4 minutes for West.
3 on the way, that's off no good. Dones the rebound inside position, lays it up and in.
If the Railers can just push for the next 3 or 4 minutes, they can put this thing out of reach right now.
That ends an 8-0 run by Nathaniel Smith for the Railers here in this quarter. Nice back cut, nice look from Nelson. Great block. And a block, but a foul's going to be whistled underneath. And the Bulls, he walks away, kind of gives the shuffling of the hand, saying, no, it was clean, but the foul's whistled on the Wildcats.
Yeah, it looked pretty clean, but on the other end, defensively, we got a rebound. You know, we were beaten to the spot. Nelson got beaten to the spot down where he is his job to take the spot to rebound, and we've got to get down there to rebound. But he gets on a backdoor cut, and really it looked like a clean block, but we'll take the foul.
We had a great angle from here. We have exactly the angle the trail official would have had. I would have looked at my partner and rolled my eyes at that one.
Nelly hits the first one. He's now up to 20. Make it 21 as he hits the second one. 5 for 5 from the line tonight. 21 points.
A couple of good defensive sequences here and a couple of buckets, and get this thing out of reach.
Bull in front of his own bench. Now to Stewart in the corner. Halfway through the third, Railers on top 42-29.
This 1-2-2 is so hard to prepare for. Particularly it's the second night of a back-to-back for West.
Bull looks to make a move.
And they only see this once a year, so it's really a challenge for high school teams to overcome this.
Doan across the top of the zone to Bronke. Inside the pass, a little too hard for Stewart to handle. Yeah. So another turnover by the Wildcats.
That's a great point there, Tom. Just a good defensive effort right there. You know, we got to every shooter. They got in a hurry. It looked like very aggressive to the basket and wanted to do something as quick as they could, and that's what that 1-2-2 pressure does, is turn the ball over.
Anybody who wants to figure out how to attack this defense just needs to look at the Southeast game. They attack us right every time.
Van Hook out to the right wing to Smitty, left wing, top of the key. Nelson, 3 on the way. Count it, and he is fouled.
You know, that play, guys, is the same play that we run is a lob for Van Hook, but Nelly's man read that play and backed off of him to help on the lob. Well, they just saw, Smitty did a great job of seeing that, and Nelson popped right to the three-point line, and he was wide open.
Yep, and that's the things that the average fan doesn't see.
Yeah.
You run your offense one way, you make the defense go another, and then you come back and you counter.
And that's experience.
It's definitely experience. Smith and Nelson have been playing together since second grade.
So Jordan Nelson hits the free throw. They throw it away.
4 West turnovers now, and now they're really starting to get sloppy.
46-29.
Let's get a 3 and push this thing out to 20.
Railers with a 14-5 quarter here. Left side, Austin Kirby looks to go baseline. Lost it out of bounds. Goes back to Wildcats.
I don't know if it's a switch, but they had Stewart on Smith that time.
Brant Coyne will be checking in. He'll replace Nathaniel Smith. Nathaniel in double figures with 10 points tonight.
He just looks under the weather tonight. And it's nice we only have one game this week. He can get back for our game next week.
Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Railers up 46-29. McGinnis will fire off a 3. That's no good. Kirby, Van Hook, and Bull fighting for the rebound, and Christian comes out of there with it for the Railers. Nelson quickly into the front court. Is he going to pull up and take a 3?
I think he wanted to.
Right in front of the Railer bench. Crossover dribble. Kicks it back out to Brant. Brant tried to get it down to Christian, and a kick is going to be called on the Wildcats.
Yeah, Railers looking a lot better. I mean, moving faster defensively, even offense. We're real crisp right now, getting a lot of easy baskets.
Yeah, running the motion real well, Josh.
Olsen looking to inbound the lob up to Christian. Missed it.
I thought Christian was going to jam that over the kid from West.
Yeah.
Boy, he was up. He was a good hand or two above the rim that time. There you go.
That screen, Jordan, a long 3 on the way is good.
Oldest play in the book.
Yep, the picket fence, man. And West just allows Nelson not only to take 3 steps back, but to stand there. Nobody ran at it. Jordan could have taken another 5 seconds before he shot it.
Foul's whistled on Jordan Nelson. That'll be his first. And what was an 8-point game, the Railers guys now up by 20. And it happened really fast.
Turned up the pressure defensively. There several turnovers by West right in a row.
Yep, and the Railers capitalized on each and every one.
2:14 to go.
Yeah, anybody who scouts the Railers sees that out of bounds play. We run it all the time.
You know, before the game we were talking about Jordan coming into the contest being 33 points behind Seymour Reed for 4th all-time on the Railers scoring list. He's at 28 so far.
Yeah, wow. Just been on fire. I mean, he hasn't taken bad shots tonight. He's hit a lot of threes, and he's done it in other areas too.
Boy, they had him trapped. Nathaniel and Van Hook, what a trap. Nothing but arms.
Stewart. Van Hook goes down. Skip pass across, tipped away. Nice job by Brandt. Ball loose. Railers on the floor. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with West.
Yeah, I really like this lineup. Really like this lineup of Van Hook, Coyne in the back, Smitty and Nelson. When you can have Smitty and Nelson on 2 wings and pressuring you out top is Jake Olson, we can play some defense with this lineup.
Jordan chomping on the official. He felt like he got dragged down, which he did.
Out to Stewart. Thought about the 3, working against Nelson. Jordan reaches in. Ball loose. Picked up by Stewart. Inside. Knocked away again. Grant Coyne picks it up. Jake Olson into the front court.
Nelly was furious about not getting that call, and he made Stewart pay for it.
Over to Nathaniel. High post to Brandt, looking down low. They tried to get it to Christian and knocked away and stolen by the Wildcats.
Christian too passive, not a good receiver.
Stewart tries a reverse though, if that's no good. Brandt the rebound.
Yep, Christian's got to come, and when he's in a low box and he's got somebody on him, he's got to come up and get the ball.
Smith in the left corner goes high for the catch.
Oh, Minutes is just a hold it off of him.
Minute 10 to go, and then a foul is going to be whistled on Bronke. A little too aggressive over there on Jake.
I think McGinnis has just decided he's going to pound on Nelson till something gets called. And unfortunately, in a 20-point game, he's probably not going to get a lot of calls.
49-29, 1:08 to go in the third. Nathaniel inbounds to Nelson.
That's how you receive a pass. Came hard right to the thrower.
Nelson fakes the 3, gets it to Nathaniel, top of the key, in the corner to Brandt, looking down low for Van Hook. Brings the dribble back out to Olson. We're under a minute in the third. Railers are up 20.
Offense is really looking sharp.
Nice cut to the basket by Van Hook. Didn't get it to go down, but a nice look also from Nelson, and Christian will go to the line. He'll be shooting 2.
You're right. Go ahead, Tom.
They're really getting used to, not a problem. They're really getting used to Van Hook now. That was eye contact.
Yeah.
Nelson and Van Hook lock eyes. Van Hook rolls to the bucket.
Like Coach says, we've run so many plays off that top L right by the free throw line, and teams see that, and they want to try and steal that pass that goes to that elbow. And what he can do is just basically run a backdoor lob, and that's what it was. Nelson to Van Hook.
Exactly right. Van Hook's finding his niche in this offense.
Christian gets the first one to go down. He has 5. Came in averaging 8. Second one on the way. That good as well.
I mean, who would have thought at the start of the year that Van Hook was going to get 8 a game? We're talking about how to replace Brackney's points. There they are.
Right.
It's half of what we lost.
40 seconds to go. Railers up 51-29.
It's a blowout quarter. 5 points for West this quarter.
Inside Bull. Brings it back out of the lane. Dones looks to make a move against Van Hook. Down to 30 seconds.
You talk about 5 shots. I don't know if they've had more than 5 points. What about 5 shots?
Yeah. Tease looks at a 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Nathaniel high for the rebound. There had to have been something in there, and Christian's going to get whistled for the foul. I thought there was a travel, a held ball,
a foul, or something. 22-point game, and whistles get eaten. I have West with only 7 shots.
Yeah.
And that's just good defense. And 5 turnovers, but most of them were forced. Wasn't West was just throwing a ball away. The Railers were forcing bad passes.
Bronke at the line. He has 6 first free throw up and good.
He's got such an odd jump shot. His free throw form is pretty good.
Yeah.
51-30. Couple Railers in double figures. Jordan Nelson with 28. Nathaniel Smith with 10. Second free throw good as well.
West really backed off the press now. The Railers were eating it alive.
Olson works into the front court. Now they get it to Jordan Nelson.
Olson getting a lot of quality minutes tonight.
Jordan comes off a screen. A high arcing 3 up off the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to West.
A little bit off balance.
3-quarter court shot on the way is no good. At the end of 3, Railers up 20. It's Lincoln 51, Normal West 31. Back with the fourth in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.